What is going on, everyone? It is time to talk about the land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota. This is one of the Great Lakes states and the original home of the Los Angeles Lakers. For those of you that just choked and spit something out and went, what? Yeah, that's true. From their first season in 1947 to 1960, they called Minneapolis home. And that's how they got the name the Lakers. I mean, there's nothing in Los Angeles that would give them the name Lakers. They have some lakes, but not enough to warrant a name like the Lakers. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. It technically has 11,843, but I guess 10,000 sounds better. This is one of the best states in this country. Minnesota is an example to all the other states on how to be a great state. It was recently voted the second best place to raise a family. Minnesota has a lot to offer. It's just not for everyone. So before you start swimming up the Mississippi, you should probably watch my top 10 reasons not to move to Minnesota. Number 10. They don't call it the land of 10,000 lakes for nothing. If you've never been to Minnesota, you'll be amazed at how many lakes they actually do have. Lakes are great. Ice fishing, swimming, all kinds of things to do on a lake. They're great until you have to drive around them to get to every place you're going. That becomes a pain in the butt. Now, if you're from Minnesota, this isn't a big deal. But if you're an outsider just moving to Minnesota, you'll hate it in the beginning. Number 9. Minnesota nice. Minnesota nice is a saying that they have about people from Minnesota, because they're incredibly nice. These people are so nice, sometimes it actually feels a little weird. Now, don't get me wrong, being nice is something we should all do. We need to do it. But if you're not used to it, like, say you moved to Minnesota from someplace like New Jersey or New York, and you're really not used to it, yeah, it'll be a little weird for you. Number 8. Your cholesterol's gonna take a hit. Minnesotans will deep fry anything. They've been deep frying proponents for decades. From fruit to candy bars and anything in between, they'll deep fry it. Deep fried cheese curds are a local favorite. Now, I'm no heart specialist, but come on, man. This is unhealthy. Number 7. Ice fishing invites. Now, I've had several of these over the years, and the peer pressure that comes with them. I'm sure it's fun to go ice fishing for some people. I'm not one of them. They sell fish in the store. Subscriber Dan Leet said he gets invites like this all winter long and gets mocked when he says no. Some people enjoy sitting on frozen lakes exposed to the elements or in a nice little fancy hut, if you're one of those people, and fish through a hole in the ice. Like I said, they sell fish in the store. Number 6. Natural disasters. Forest fires, tornadoes, floodings, blizzards, Canadians trying to order gravy with French fries. Minnesota gets all the natural disasters, but earthquakes. They do get small earthquakes, but really not a thing to worry about. They've only had 10 noticeable ones since 1860, and the worst being in 1975. The Morris earthquake was 4.6. In California, that one wouldn't even made the news. Number 5. Killer roads. Motor vehicle accidents are the leading cause of accidental death in Minnesota. Now, this one blew me away. I thought for sure it was going to be hypothermia while ice fishing. Pay attention, people. The roads are dangerous. Number 4. Sunday drinking. Until 2017, Minnesota was a dry state on Sundays. I guess they like to relive Prohibition one day a week. Since they changed the law, it really hasn't caught on. They did report a boom the first month or so, but it really hasn't affected sales too much. People just have their own little rituals, and I guess this one is kind of stuck in Minnesota. Number 3. Income tax. Minnesota has a progressive state income tax system with some of the highest rates in the country. This is one of the only major knocks on Minnesota that everyone agrees on. It sucks. If you're moving to Minnesota from a state that has no income tax, you may have a serious case of sticker shock. Be prepared. Number 2. ISIS recruiters. Minnesota leads the nation in number of people that have left or sought to leave the country to fight with terrorists aligned with ISIS. Out of the icebox and into the fire. Bunch of numbnuts. And number 1. Winter goes on and on. Minnesota has a continental climate. Minnesota's location in the upper Midwest allows it to experience some of the widest variety of weather in the United States. All the seasons, you could tell the difference. There's a lot of other places, Arizona, California, wherever, even Oregon. You sometimes can't tell the difference between fall and winter and summer and spring. Minnesota, you can. The thing is, they have great summers and brutal winters. People I know that are from Minnesota say it feels like the winter lasts about 9 months. My friend's wife claims she got pregnant during the first blizzard one year, because that's what you do during a blizzard, I guess, is get pregnant, or at least practice getting pregnant. Anyway, 8.5 months later, they rushed to the hospital in the snow to have the baby. So, yeah, side note, that baby's 20 years old now and goes to Arizona State because she hates the snow. So, yeah, she's a snow baby, I guess. But anyway, that is the worst thing about Minnesota. That is the biggest detractor of not wanting to move there. If you don't like the snow and if you don't like the winter, stay away from Minnesota. Other than that and the things I listed here, Minnesota's a great state. Alright, so that's my top 10 reasons not to move to Minnesota. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a comment, tell me what you thought. Give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Don't forget all the links below in the description. They help the channel out, help support the channel. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.